sunflower. I continue my epic sunflower battle. I pull up my sunflowers when I see them growing in areas that I don't want them. This right here is not a problem. This area right here is not a problem, however, because I'm not growing anything here for them to take all the nutrients from. But what I don't want is big sunflower trees in the center of my yard. Hey everybody, Tan is live. Tan is live from the Dirty Garden. Uh, I guess I should say public service announcement. Warning. Garden may appear dirty to garden sensitive viewers. There we go. That's my disclaimer. To garden sensitive viewers. Garden may be dirty. Hey everybody. To my live. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a minute what I'm getting up to. And as always, I thank y'all for watching. So today, Tan is in the garden, and I'm just about to do a quick harvest because I don't want my tanners to get my good. That's been growing out here. Tan been juggling priorities, and I've been away from the garden for a little while, but I came back to lusciousness. Lusciousness. Mine's going everywhere. Stuff is growing. Now, I was told that I care too much about my garden. Maybe I do, but I find I get pleasure out of my garden growing and thriving. So, yeah, I'm doing the most as out here. I come out most days, I check, I pick, and I try to, make it do the most. That's what I want to do. But in my absence, I find my garden still grows, does what it wants. So let me just get my tools, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick some stuff today. Like I said, I came back to the Thriving Garden, and y'all, it is hot in North Texas. It is hot. And I've been trying to come out here and be comfortable without my big boots and some shorts. However, I posted a video with a what is it type deal, and someone told me I may have ticks in my backyard. Tan don't like bugs, and Tan especially don't want no ticks. Look, I know I've been showing y'all my blackberries. Look. Look at them. I've been saying my vine is loaded with blackberries, but none of them are getting ripe. And someone told me, yeah, I harvested a whole bunch of them. I'm like, well, my vine is loaded, but they're not growing like they should. Look at all the lusciousness. Look. All the ones that I was looking at, hanging out here in the cut, have gotten ripe. And splice edits. Hey, I'm doing a light harvest. I was away from my garden for a little while, and I came back to lusciousness. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All of these on the back that I've been mean mugging, just watching. I've been watching them for a long time. Talking about why aren't you ripe yet? What's going on with you? And watching other YouTubers pull out nice, bountiful blackberry harvests. So yeah, I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting. And we've been getting a lot of rain. We've been getting a lot of rain here in North Texas. So, look, hide now. You coming. We've been getting a lot of rain here in North Texas. So, I took the opportunity since the ground was soft to put me another T focus camera. I think this thing is called a T something. I put another T stake in the ground to firm up my baker's rack. Come on, camera, focus. Focus, camera, focus. To firm up my baker's rack trellis. Oh, wait, today is a good day. What is going on? Oh, and so because I kept coming out here And while these berries were red, and some of them had gotten ripe, some of them had gotten ripe, but uh, my tenants was coming out here eating up my berries before I got to them. Focus, camera, focus. Oh, I see a big one over here. My tenants were coming out here. Oh, yes. Look at this monster. Look at this. Look at that monster. Look at it. Yes. My tenants were coming out here eating up my berries. Ouch, something. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Is the ants getting me? Okay, my tenants were coming out here getting my harvest before I could. So I came out here and I made a pseudo deterrent. So I love the pinwheels. You see, I just started putting these pinwheels everywhere so they could start moving and stop those birds from coming here and getting all comfortable and eating up my stuff. And I'm finally getting my cucumbers on, y'all. I've I've been waiting for my cucumbers to come on. Come on with it. Check down here. And I should have my stick. I should have my gardening stick, like the senior gardener, super senior gardener said. Don't be out there moving around without your stick, because you don't know. Oh, yes. Radishes. I've been checking this radish bucket. They finally coming. I kept saying these leaves are really big. I should have some radishes by now, but every time I pulled them up, it was really small. So I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm only gonna pull up the ones that I can see that are big, cause some of them are still just hanging down, and they're just, I don't know, just trying to hang on. This is my radish bucket. See, see how big that leaf is. But look at the baby. Look, what's going on there? Why? And I'm gonna put this back in the ground somewhere. I'm gonna put that back in the ground somewhere. Look at there, look. Turn my camera back. Look at this one right here. Hey, ooh. Okay, put those two back there. Look, nice. Look how nice that is. Yeah. Oh boy, I should feel like I should have brought out my big harvest basket. But I was only thinking about the blackberries, but this other stuff getting good out here. Let me just go ahead and let me check my strawberry hide off in the cut. This is my avocado hot mess bucket right here. And I have a volunteer tomato going in there. There's no strawberries in my basket. Oh, look, I got some baby strawberries. Oh, yeah, some baby strawberries right there. They hiding out in my fig bush. Nothing else need to come from back there. Let's see. Let me get to the front of my blackberries. That was the back side. These are my cantaloupe right here. So I take the whole inside of the cantaloupe and I'll just dump that thing in a big hole in the ground. Oh, look. Look. Go ahead and look like something been eating on that one, so I'm gonna go and leave it. And look, it's about time. I got okra finally, and I'm glad I got back to find these because, come on. All right. Once the okra get too big, They all tough, and I don't want them. I found a way to cook okra that I can like them and eat them, and I'll show y'all that recipe when I cook these. Where you at? Okay, I see you. Now, where'd the other one go? Right here. So I got me two okra, three okra, and this sugar rush tomato is starting to get. Yeah, this tripod ain't working for me. It's working, but it's not making me feel really good. But look, sugar rush finally getting some tomatoes on it. I think that's all on my little okra, my tiny little okra bush. And I'm gonna step over my melons here. They are vining out of control. I'm gonna step over my melons to get the other side of my black bush, my blackberry bush, because I know I got a bunch of them over here. Look, my cabbage. Look at my cabbage. And I'm keeping this thing dusted with a diatomaceous earth because I don't want whatever is putting the holes in there to put a hole in the head of my cabbage before I get out here and harvest it. Ooh, watching my boot, but look. Oh yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. More blackberries in my bucket. And these, I saw a big one that actually looked good. Like I said, the birds were coming here doing the most to my blackberries. So some of them have been hit on. I don't want those. Thought I saw another big pretty one up in there. Yeah, my jungle got it going on right now. Right now, right now. I know I saw a big one hiding out in the cut back here. Do I have to go back to the other side? I'm gonna get you because I'm not leaving you. No blackberry left behind. So I'm gonna go back to the other side because I saw a big one that I thought was too. Oh, right here, look. Look. Yep. I don't have enough to make that blackberry stuff that my mom used to make. Blackberries and syrup with dumplings. And I like blackberries, but I do not like the seeds, y'all. That's the bad thing about blackberries for me. Oh, look. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see what else I can see. I feel like there's another big one up in here, too. Yeah. So, blackberries and blueberries are what's growing right here. I feel like it's some more there that I don't want to leave. So, I feel like I cleaned up the front. And I'm going to go look at the back again. Then we're going to move to the. Because there's a lot of stuff, like I said, I've been out the garden for a minute or two. Hey everybody, welcome to my live. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you know what I'm getting to. Oh, and as always, I thank y'all for watching. And y'all, it's hot today, but I got on my long sleeve and my big boots. And I got on my long sleeve and my big boots because I posted a picture of a cluster of something that's been growing in my garden. I don't know what it is. It's the first year that I've seen it, but someone said it might be tick. So I got on big boots and a long hot shirt, because I don't want no ticks on me. No ticks on me. Is that a gardening affirmation? Let's see, is anything else hide up? Oh yeah. Come on up in there. Focus, Karen. Put that in a bucket. Oh, that's another one. Let's see how I get to you. How can I get to y'all? Not just one, but two. And I'm trying not to break them, but I got my gloves on, like I said, because I am moving through these vines. And tell you I'm scared of bugs, don't want no bugs. And I ain't gonna start them with the bugs, because I don't want y'all to catch me out here doing the bug dance. Let's see, there's something else up in here. All right, I think that's gonna do it for blackberries. Now, wait, I don't know if it's hot or if it's just feels like a sauna, because things are drying out from all the rain. Let's see. And look, if the wind don't come, I might have some ripe pomegranates. You know what? I don't know that I have had rhubarb. I definitely have not grown rhubarb. Rhubarb lover. Mmm, rhubarb lover. Welcome to my live. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I think you're new to my channel, but why don't you tell me about your rhubarb recipe? Look, got a shishito pepper right here. Tell me about your rhubarb recipe. I bet you got plenty if you're a rhubarb lover. I'm not sure what to do with rhubarb. I do know what rhubarb is, but I've never grown it, and I don't recall having rhubarb. Get this shishito out of here. Look, into my bucket. Let me see if I got any more on this little, this She's an honorable mention, but giving me rhubarb. I mean, giving me shishitos nonetheless. I got my mind on this rhubarb now. When I run into a lover, that means they found out something good. I need you to let me know. Tell me what's good. Let's see. There's that tomato. Have I got one tomato? Not one yet. Okay. All right. So I came back to potato blossoms, my potatoes. Now I went back to my Louisiana garden for a quick look over, and I found strawberries galore. I found radish seeds, and I found these potatoes sprouting, just hanging out. So I said, maybe they were waiting on me. I brought them back. I shared some with the sister gardener, and I brought them back and I put them in this tote bin. Now, I grow the tote bin because I saw another YouTuber, I think Robbie and her husband, they grow in totes. They Call it raised beds. They put them in plastic chairs. I ain't got no problem with that. Grow how you grow. And I thought before I started putting stuff in the ground, I was growing in tote bins too. Then I decided after my dad started giving me flower pots. My dad started giving me flower pots. And then I outgrew them. So I said, I'm not going to be buying stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the ground. I don't know if I ever move from here, how I'm going to get all my good that I planted in the ground, my permanent trees. Yes, that's a squash. And I saw that vine borer trying to attack my squash, and it did a number. I had to pull some part of the vine out, but I tucked the rest deep in some soil. And look how beautiful it is right now. Look how beautiful my squash is. My sweet potatoes are getting, oh man. I've got melons in here. I've got carrots in here. A strawberry that I hope comes back. And then those are fig cutting that's going to be a will it grow. I know people do grow fig cuttings, but I don't know that I have the right method yet. But that does not stop me from trying. Let's see. And these are my sugar rush tomatoes. Look at them. Look at them. These are my sugar rush tomatoes. They are delicious. Now, I've mentioned before that I grew those yellow pear tomatoes, and I didn't like them because it felt like a hint of tomato, not tomato. Well, these taste like tomato with a hint of sugar. You know what I'm saying? So they're sweet, but they're not like tomato candy, if you can imagine tomatoes being syrupy sweet. And that's what I'm harvesting from here. So in here I got squash, I've got tomatoes, I've got radishes, okra, and the star of the show gonna be my blackberries. Let's see what else I got. I've been away from the garden for a couple days and I came back to a harvest. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm waiting on these. Look, you see these peppers right here? They're supposed to be striped. That's what I'm waiting on. That's why I haven't harvested those yet. And I hope they will do it. They're new to my garden this year. So it's the first time I'm growing them. And then, y'all, okay. So I started earlier by saying the sister garden told me I care too much about my garden. And I do. I care because I want stuff to grow. After I do some work, I want to see something produce. Well, I was out here loving my satsuma tree too much, and it was dropping blossoms, and it was getting thin and sick. Well, I looked up how to grow, and I found out via the internet that every 10 days you should water this thing. Not every other day, not every day, not once a week, every 10 days. And I started doing that, and look, y'all. Y'all know I'm excited, and this is not cheat code. This is not cheat code. This is Tan getting something right. This is Tan getting something right. Yes, this is Tan getting it right. And that excites me to no end. And look, I got some strawberries hanging off in the cut. You know, the weed trying to block my strawberry close up. Yeah, I grow some weeds in my garden. Just one strawberry. If you offended by them weeds and my garden particulars, this ain't gonna be for you. Oh look, I promise you, this is not gonna be for you. because Tan grows food, and a lot of stuff is happening in the process of me growing food in my garden. So just know that. And my bottles are empty. I need to get them filled because I'm about to be busy this week. I'm not gonna have time to come out here and check so much. But I'm gonna leave this big old shishito pepper right here because I pulled some big ones, and the big ones, when I harvest them, they have seeds in them, and they were really tough. I don't know, like chewy, and I don't like that really. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Let's see. I'm gonna get this little shishito pepper right here. It's red. Get this shishito right here. Oh, look. They're starting to stripe some. Can you see? There's another shishito right here. Yeah, this is my harvest. I've been away from the garden for a little while. Tan been juggling priorities. I came back to a harvest, and I'm happy about that. So Tan gonna be cooking up some things from the garden. Let's go to the next step in my dirty garden. Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. I love eggplant. I normally grow Ichiban eggplant, the long skinny ones. But this is what they had in the store this time when I bought starts. Look, that's not just one. Look, I got two. And I hope they, I got three. Yes, and there's another one. There's another one trying to go right there. And I got plenty more blossoms on that stalk. And then I showed y'all, I showed y'all how I made a trellis with those Dollar Tree skewers to hold up my jackpot, my cheat code grape. I bought this grapevine. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture, thanks for joining my live. Tan is in the garden, and I'm showing you. I've been away from the garden for a little while, but I came back to a harvest. Every time I leave, I'm really concerned about leaving my garden unattended for what I'm gonna come back to. But we had plenty of rain in North Texas, and I came back to a harvest that I am happy to share with y'all. But these are my cheat grapes. I bought this vine and it had grapes on it. A lot of people have told me that I'm supposed to cut them things off. They said I'm supposed to cut them off so the energy could go into the root. Y'all have such a hard time doing it. So I didn't do it for the grapes. I did knock a few things off of the lemons just because, I like to, I'm trying, and lemons are something that I'm trying to grow. I've been having lemon envy for a very long time, but I'm trying to grow lemons. So however I come by lemons is how I'm gonna get them. But these grapes, these are my cheat grapes. I'm taking these off the vine today. I'm not playing no more. This always happens to me. I said I'm just gonna give it a little bit more time. I said I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, and my tenant comes through and says thank you, thank you so much. Thanks for all your hard work. I'm pulling these today, and I'm gonna put it in my basket with my look, my beautiful blackberries, my sugar rush tomatoes, my radishes, my yellow squash, and oh, the okra. And y'all, Tan is not the biggest fan of okra, and I always grew okra because my mom loves okra. I would grow them and take them to her. Um, but I found a way to cook okra better, suitable for issues that I have with okra. And look, I'm gonna say these aren't ready yet. Can you see them? I'm gonna say these are not ready yet. I'm gonna let them stay a little bit longer. I'm gonna let them stay a little bit longer and hope my tenant don't come over here wandering my vine and find them. Now these grapes, I bought these from the Kroger's, and I often say, find your garden, buy a lemon, and okay, I'm gonna try that. If I buy a lemon and I plant the seeds from the lemon that comes off of it, it's gonna help me get more lemons because I showed y'all my cheat code lemon. And I'm gonna take y'all and let y'all look at him again. So I'm so excited about my cheat code lemon, the jackpot that the sister garden went out and found me. I went and bought some more. Bought some more. I went and bought some more lemons that had lemons on it, and I bought the one that had the most lemons on it. I I can't help it, y'all. I'm not gonna break these lemons off of there. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but let me take you to see my cheat code lemon. So I knocked a whole bunch of those lemons off my cheat code lemon, but look at it. Look, the ones that came on there. Can you see that? Where is it at? This lemon, there were two lemons. One was right here, and one was on the side over there. They fell off and they've died. So yeah, of course I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one off, just like you suggested I do. That's what she said. She said pick them off. But these right here, these are fresh. These are growing on their own, and I have more blossoms coming. Like I said, I'm learning citrus. I am learning citrus. I want to grow lemons so bad because I love lemons. I use lemons for a lot of stuff in my cooking and just for tea, even. So if I don't have to go to the store and buy lemons, that will make me happy. And this is my hot mess bucket, y'all. It's got sweet potatoes in it. I think it's got cucumbers in it. Just a lot of stuff. I threw some seeds in there. That guy calls it chaos garden. I just call it hot mess. This is my hot mess bucket. This is my hot mess trash can. I used to use this as my rain bucket, but you see, it's all broken up. It's not trash yet. It's not trash yet because it still has a use in my garden. Now, I'm planning in that because uh, I started putting soil in it. I was trying to hold soil in it. I was trying to use it as a compost bin. That didn't quite work out for me, so I just decided to start planting it this season and see if anything would grow. And I have three types of potatoes growing in this bucket, y'all. I have the Asian sweet potatoes, I have some white sweet potatoes, and I have a regular sweet potato. And I want to show y'all, I hope my battery don't die. Don't die on me, battery. Uh, I'm going to take y'all and let y'all see my sunflowers. Oh, and these are Dollar Tree seeds right here, right? I'm getting my first, come on, girl. I'm getting my first Roma tomato. There's some basil in there as well. And, y'all, I've been pulling up sunflowers because they've been in the way. They've been in the way, so I've been pulling them up. Normally, I would have been showing y'all sunflowers since the beginning of the season. I got Kusha. Focus camera. Yeah, I got Kusha. They call it white pumpkin. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, that one didn't get pollinated. It's about to, oh, they didn't get pollinated. They're about to drop. But the vine, oh, it's vigorous. Look, this is my Kushar squash. Look how it's beautiful. It's thick and it's going everywhere. Now, I was saying sunflower, right? Last year, I let sunflowers grow everywhere because I wanted a privacy screen. I didn't want to see what's on the other side of that fence every time I looked out my window, every time I came out in my garden. But they starting to get there now. They coming. I looked out this morning and I saw those two sunflowers and I was really excited. Let me get my harvest basket again. And, oh, yes. So, I harvested my turnips. If you're not new to my channel, you've seen I was growing turnips right here. Well, I harvested those turnips, focus camera. I harvested those turnip greens and I made a special delivery. I sure did. I made a special delivery of turnip greens and I cooked those greens and my precious people thoroughly enjoyed them. Now, I pulled those up, but I also put down some more seeds. I pulled those up, but I also put down some more seeds and I got another eggplant growing right here. Got another eggplant going right here, but and then I also pulled up some turnips from here. I put down more seeds. But look, so I have look, I've been waiting for years now to get me a pink lemonade blueberry. Folks, wait a minute. Somebody told me my camera be dirty, so I want my blackberry to get her close up. My blueberry, my pink lemonade blueberry. I think she right. I hope she right. Yeah, that is good. That is good. I feel like it could have stayed there a little bit longer, but look, this little bush. Oh, there's another one. Get it. This little bush finally took off after I brought in more blueberries. I don't know the particulars of blueberries, and I'm learning about blueberries as I go. I know I like blueberries, so I put them in my garden, and that's what I tell people. If you're gonna garden, only grow what you like. Don't just, well, unless you like to grow stuff. Like, I am growing some new stuff that I don't know if I like, but after I find out I don't like it, I don't grow it anymore. So I like blueberries. I put them in my garden. I've been trying to keep up and do some research and learn more about them so I can know what makes them grow. But I added some different varieties in my garden, and stuff is starting to take off. Look, that was good. Look, like I said, I've been away for a minute, and I missed some asparagus. Look, that's a tiny, tiny one. These I grew from seed. But here's what's upsetting me. Here's what's upsetting me. Look at this big one right here. Look, this one is big. And it's all old, and this one was even bigger. They growing side by side. These I started from seed. They're big and tough right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them. But what I am gonna do is look through these fronds and see if I got some more hiding out in the cut that I need to go and get before they turn into big ones that I don't want to eat. And if I was making something like asparagus soup, I probably would like boil them and just get the flavor of asparagus or blend them or something. I'm not gonna do that though. I don't feel like doing that. I don't even feel like doing it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Oh, I harvested my beets too. I harvested my beets and I made a delicious beet recipe. That when the rest of these beets get ripe, I'm gonna share it with y'all. It was a video of recipe I found online. Like I said, I grew up eating beets. My mom used to make beets, but she would take canned beets and she just put some vinegar in it and put it on the table. That was nasty. When I was cooking professionally, we had a recipe called Harvard beets. It was nasty. You put cornstarch in it and you thicken the red sauce. Just nasty. People ate it though. They loved it. Put a pinch of onion powder, garlic powder, and some cornstarch. Nah, I didn't want that. I didn't want that. Tan did not want that at all. Oh, my onions are still doing good. I showed you these onions were splitting. This one's getting it. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want it to go to the seed. But these are onions that I bought from the store that started sprouting. I just put them in the ground. And the one, yeah, you back. That harlequin beetle is back. Every time it rains, I have to come back out here and reapply my diatomaceous earth to keep them beetles from destroying my garden. But if you'll see, this one right here has split. So I'm gonna come and split that one up in my Swiss yard. Over here getting big and busy again. I need to come on and harvest some of that. But I was headed right here to my asparagus, tomato, strawberry point. Cause these are super sweet 100 tomatoes. And I made caprese. I made a pseudo caprese. It's Tan's interpretation of a caprese salad. I use my sugar rush tomatoes that I harvested, and I use my super sweet 100 tomatoes that were growing in my garden. And it was delicious, y'all. Let's see. And I'm gonna check in here too. Make sure I ain't got no asparagus hiding off in the cut. Trying not to get in my belly. Brood. You come on. You come on and get in it. Let's see. Oh yes. Look. My tiny shishito got peppers for me. You can drop you right there. Put it right there. All right, I got more shishitos. Y'all, it is hot out here. I can't say it enough. And then I got these bush cucumbers. This is the first time I've bought bush crop. I mean, they keep putting on cucumbers, but I have yet to harvest a cucumber, y'all. And by now, I've been eating cucumbers galore. I keep dropping seeds, and I'm gonna keep dropping seeds until I collect some cucumbers. That's all to it. Oh no! Did y'all hear that? Shit! I just broke that. I'm gonna put that in the soil. I need it to keep growing. Yeah, it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Need my root stimulator. I'm gonna put it in here because I know I put a whole lot of root stimulator. Oh no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna put it in here. Because I water this frequently because I'm trying to get my strawberry. Trying to get my strawberry back on point. Put that in the ground. Hopefully it continues to grow. See my strawberry, I transplanted this. Not doing the bestest right now. Okay. I have more tomatoes hiding off in the cut. That's the other side of my tomato. But yeah, let's get back to these super sweet 100s. I'm gonna try not to break another vine. That'd be hurting my feelings. Oh, okay, just dropped a tomato. Where are you? Where did you go? Right here. Look, it's like an Easter egg, huh? Oh, this is a view from the ground. I'm gonna go and get up before the bugs start trying to eat my sweet meat. Tan rolling around on the ground. All right. All right. Tan up. All right. Let's get back in here. Like I said, I want to get all the stuff off my vine before the tenant rolls through and gets fat and full. Did I lose it? Golly, I keep dropping tomatoes. I dropped another one. Oh no! Shit. I smashed a strawberry. I thought I dropped a tomato. Oh, that was a beautiful strawberry. You know what? Put that in there. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to cover that with, because that's what the sister garden told me she was doing. And she had her raised bed full of strawberries just by dropping, redropping. If the tenant came and bit off of it, she didn't worry about it. She just dropped them things. Let me go get that shovel. She just dropped them back in the soil. Did y'all hear my disclaimer warning? Garden is dirty. Might be offensive to sensitive gardeners. So look, I did this over in my my raised strawberry flower bed, but I might have dropped it a little bit too deep, so it may or may not grow. Oh, oh no! The doodle bugs down here eating my strawberries. Oh, I almost stepped on one. Doodle bugs down there eating my strawberries. So there's another one. I saved you. Look. I saved that one. I'm gonna set it out to the side. And this one that the doodle bug is on, look how nasty. I'm just gonna go and get it and take it right onto this pot. Now I was trying to grow something in this pot, but it don't feel like it wanna do. So they got more strawberries. Let's see. Yeah, something been nibbling on you. Put you in the pot. There's a lot of little strawberries in here. Something nibbling on you. Ooh, something that gave you the blues. Yeah, I got a lot of little strawberries coming in here. And my strawberries and asparagus are growing together because I I heard they were good co-plants, good to grow together. So that's why. Something been nibbling on you. Something been nibbling, nibbling, nibbling. So I did get one beautiful strawberry. Let's get back to these tomatoes. Glad it dropped right there because it would be gone. Let's see what else. All right. And get my shovel and get back to my bucket. Here's my other eggplant too. See, it's got little blossoms on it. I'm gonna be making more roasted eggplant. We'll find a lot of ways to grow eggplant. I mean, cook eggplant this year. I'm gonna find a lot of ways to cook eggplant. Yeah, hopefully soon I will be harvesting carrots. I got a lot of carrot fronds I see. And let me just go ahead and do this. Okay, I need two more spots. So I might get some strawberries out of there soon. Let's see. Yeah. Y'all, this has been live from the Dirty Garden. Tan has harvested. I'm gonna put these radishes back. Look, the baby ones. Where's there's another one in here that's real tiny. I'm gonna put these back in the soil. I ain't gonna waste time with that. I'm gonna put these back in the soil, but I have radishes, beautiful radishes. I have that one strawberry, one yellow squash. Yeah, I got my cheat grapes. Yes, I got my cheat grapes. I have okra. I have sugar rush tomatoes, and I have super sweet 100s. I just pulled those super sweet 100s. I have shishitos, and the star of the show, blackberries. Yes, y'all. This is my harvest after being away from my garden for a little while. Like I said, Ted is always juggling priorities. I love gardening, and gardening is my thing. It entertains me and relaxes my mind, and it grows me food, which is awesome. That's important. But there's always something else that needs to be done that I have to attend to, and when that happens, my garden takes a back burner. Let me show you where I put these. I pulled up some tiny beets. I pulled up some, and I don't know about my corn. I think it's ready. I think my corn is ready, but it looks kind of thin, and I don't want to pull it, and it don't give me nothing. I don't want to pull it, but look, glad I came back here. I need to pick up my tripod. All right, so I was telling you I rehomed some other small things that I pulled up out of my garden. I pulled some beets that were really tiny. I put them back in the soil. I pulled up some, actually I put the ends of my turnips back in the soil. I split up some onion. I split up those onion and put them back in the soil. So and right now, I'm about to drop these radishes. I feel like I want to put them someplace else. And I'm gonna put them in. I put the radishes in my blackberry bucket, my blackberry box. So I was trying to grow potatoes in this box, and I was doing good for a minute, but something happened. I feel like I deviated from the true what I was doing, and the potatoes died. But this is a strong box. This is a strong box. It's been out here for almost 2 years. I'll go ahead and put this small one in there first. Focus camera. I'm gonna put the small one in the hole first. I'm gonna come back over here with a bucket of water and get this saturated. And then I had some blackberries. This is a weed. It grows regardless of anything. I had blackberries. They had sprouted on the ground right here. I dug them up. I pushed one down in the soil and look at it. Look. You see it? That thing is shot up. Look at it. It's all over the place. But I've gotten that little one in the dirt. Now I need to get a really, really, really good. Because this one is long. You see how long that one is? You need to get a really good deep. Yeah, there we go. And like I said, we've been getting a lot of rain here in North Texas, so my garden is working on its own. But you know, I'm gonna get us a little bit of help. I'm gonna put some root stimulator right here too to make sure it gets on down. So y'all, today I've harvested my loaded blackberry vine. I'm hoping to be harvesting some grapes soon. Well, let me see if I can find some of my grapes if my tenants hadn't took them all. Yeah, look, they still look. Where is it at? They still tiny, tiny. That's why I still got grape envy. I don't see no big clusters yet, but they are there. That's what's important. Oh, so I harvested grapes today. I harvested radishes. I harvested tomatoes, okra, and strawberry. And 10 is hot. 10 is hot. It's time for me to pick up my tools, lick my wounds, and head on in. Like I said, it is hot. And wherever you guys are watching me from, I thank y'all for joining me on this live. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss a minute of what I'm getting up to. Sid Vicious says, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a minute of what we're getting up to. And as always, I thank y'all for watching. Look, Uzbekistan, I see you. I see you. Keep watching so you don't miss a minute what I'm getting up to. I thank my newbies. I thank my casual viewers. And I thank my regulars. Because y'all keep watching. And you're participating in the chat. You participate in the chat and you comment on the things that I'm doing in my garden. I thank y'all casuals for dropping by trying to keep me straight when I'm out here experimenting and getting happy about stuff that might not be the right thing. It's all good though, because Tan tries a lot of things. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, y'all. Sid Vicious done got out. He ready to get loose and party. So I'm gonna shut it down, let him have his space. Bye everybody.